Hello students, today we are going to discuss about the capacitance of MOS layers. In previous video we started basic circuit concepts, and into that we are discussing about the MOS layer resistances and capacitance. What is the resistance, what is the capacitance, what is the RC time constant. Okay, we are going to discuss in this point. Okay, now here is today we will discuss about the how to find capacitance of the various layers. We know that in the fabrication process, first is the substrate layer, and above that there are different layers we are going to form. That is diffusion layer, then polysilicon layer, then metal one layer. All these layers are separated by a thin oxide layer. Okay, means there is a parallel capacitance between different layers. That is capacitance between poly to substrate, capacitance between diffusion to substrate, capacitance between metal 1 to substrate, capacitance between metal 2 to substrate, or capacitance between metal 1 to poly. Likewise, the different capacitance will be there, and we will see what is the capacitance and how to find the capacitance of different layers. Okay, now we can see here in this diagram, it shows the diagram of the gate capacitance. Okay, this is a gate layer, and this is the channel here, and this gate and channel is isolated by using thin oxide layer. Okay, and hence this is capacitor is formed, and this is the area of this capacitance. Okay, this is width and this is length. This is the thickness. This is thickness is a D of this SiO2 layer. Now, in between gate and channel there exists a capacitance, and it is called as a gate capacitance, and it is denoted by Cg, gate capacitance Cg, and it is given by Cg is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r into A divided by D. So A is the area of the channel, or the surface area of the gate, This is the surface area of the gate, width into length. Okay, this is the cross section area, and other parameters are the epsilon naught, where the epsilon naught is the permittivity of the free space, and it is equal to 8.854 into 10 raised to minus 12 farad per meter. Okay, ER is the relative permeability. ER is the relative permeability of the given material. D is the thickness of the SiO2 layer. Okay, and area capacitance is defined as the capacitance per unit area at the gate of the transistor, and it is denoted by Ca. Now see here, Cg divided by A is nothing but the capacitance, gate capacitance per unit area, or capacitance per unit area. So that is equal to epsilon naught into epsilon r divided by D, and that is given by picofarad per micrometer square. Okay, so this is Ca is the capacitance per unit area, and it is given by epsilon naught into epsilon r divided by D. So capacitance per unit area, it is not depend upon the length and width, but it will depend upon the permittivity and thickness. Okay, so this is about the gate capacitance, that is capacitance per unit area, and it is as like your seat resistance. Okay, now typical area capacitance, and it is given in your book, that is Bucknell book. So typical area capacitance, it is given. So capacitance, there are different capacitance, that is capacitance between gate to channel capacitance, capacitance between diffusion to substrate, poly to substrate, metal 1 to substrate, metal 2 to substrate, metal 2 to metal 1, and metal 2 to poly. These are the different capacitances, and their relative values or specified values given by the manufacturer, and it is given in your book. Okay, there are different values for different technologies. That is minimum width is equal to 5 micrometer technology, 2 micrometer technology, 1.2 micrometer technology. Okay, now for example, gate to channel capacitance for 5 micrometer technology, it is given that is specified value of the gate to channel capacitance, it is given as a 4 picofarad into 10 raised to minus 4 per micrometer square. All these values, specified values, are given in picofarad into 10 raised to minus 4 micrometer per micrometer square. Okay, so this is, so with these values we are going to utilize to calculate the different capacitances. Okay, now how to calculate this we will see into the next slide. So one more thing is that relative value. So here it is the relative value and this is the specified value. Relative value is equal to specified value divided by gate to channel value. Okay, so then standard unit of capacitance, that is equal to square CG capacitance, standard unit of capacitance. So how to find the standard unit of capacitance we will see. The standard unit of capacitance is defined as the capacitance at the gate of 1:1 transistor. What is the standard unit capacitance? Standard unit capacitance, it is defined as the capacitance at the gate of 1:1 transistor. For example, consider 1:1 transistor where length is equal to width is equal to 2 lambda, that is L is equal to 2 lambda and width is equal to 2 lambda. Gate area of the capacitance is equal to length into width. Okay, length into width is nothing but the gate area. Okay, so area is equal to minimum size of the length is equal to 2 lambda, minimum size width is equal to 2 lambda. Therefore area is equal to 2 lambda square. This is the minimum feature size area. Okay, so actual capacitance at the gate of the transistor, it is given by capacitance, actual capacitance C is equal to capacitance per unit area, it is nothing but the CA into A, CA into A, capacitance per unit area multiplied by the actual area. So therefore CA into A, that is 2 lambda square. This is the minimum feature size area. Let us consider, now there are different technologies. In previous slides we have seen, that is 5 micrometer technology, 2 micrometer technology, 1.2 micrometer technology. These are the different technologies. Okay, now for 5 micrometer technology, let us consider first for 5 micrometer technology. So minimum feature size, it will be 5 micrometer, that is length and width, minimum length or minimum width is equal to 5 micrometer. So therefore C is equal to, okay, C is equal to CA into A, that is capacitance per unit area, and you can see capacitance per unit area in previous slide, it is 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 micrometer square, that is here utilized. Okay, for 5 micrometer technology, 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 picofarad per micrometer square into area is equal to 2 micrometer square. Okay, C is equal to, now 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 picofarad per micrometer square into area is nothing but 2 lambda is nothing but the 5 micrometer square, that is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 into 25 micrometer square, and it is nothing but is equal to 0.01 picofarad, 0.01 picofarad, that is 1 square Cg. So one standard unit capacitance in a 5 micrometer technology, it will have value is equal to 0.1 picofarad. What is this? 1 square Cg means one standard unit capacitance in 5 micrometer technology, it is equal to 0.01 picofarad. Okay, let us likewise we can calculate the minimum feature size transistor and then minimum feature capacitance or standard unit capacitance is equal to in 2 micrometer technology. In 2 micrometer technology, 2 lambda is nothing but the 2 micrometer. Therefore, and in the standard unit capacitance per unit area, capacitance per unit area for 2 micrometer technology is just 8 into 8 picofarad into 10 raised to minus 4 micrometer square. Okay, so that is capacitance per unit area Ca is equal to 8 into 10 raised to minus 4 picofarad per micrometer square into 2 micrometer square. So this micrometer square it will get cancelled, and you will get, so total it is 8 into 4 micrometer square. Okay, and you will get the finally it is 0.0032 picofarad is equal to 1 square Cg, that is one standard unit capacitance in 2 micrometer technology having capacitance is equal to 0.0032 picofarad. Likewise, we can calculate in 1 micrometer technology, that is in 1 square Cg, that is one standard unit capacitance is equal to 0.0023 picofarad, 0.0023 picofarad in 1.2 micrometer technology. Okay, then next, some area capacitance calculations. If we take a regular shape or irregular shape, any regular shape, we want to calculate the capacitance of this. Then how to find the capacitance of any shape? How to find the capacitance of any shape? Then we can find the capacitance of any shape. There are two steps. That is, step 1, it is equal to convert area of any shape into standard unit size area called as a relative area. First step is convert any area, any shape into a relative area. Okay, any shape into standard unit size area, that is called as a relative area. So relative area is equal to area of any shape divided by standard size area. Okay, standard size area, it is 2 lambda by 2 lambda, minimum 2 lambda by 2 lambda. Okay, and step 2, to find the capacitance, multiply relative area by relative capacitance from given table. So whatever the previous table it is there, from that previous table you will get the capacitance relative, that is capacitance, that relative capacitance you will get from that. So capacitance is equal to relative area into relative capacitance in square Cg. Now let us find, or let us see in general, that is lambda based geometry, it is equal to, so this see let us consider this is one layer, and this layer having size equal to L is equal to 20 lambda and width is equal to 3 lambda. So relative area is equal to 20 lambda into 3 lambda divided by minimum feature size or standard size area. So therefore 20 lambda into 3 lambda is 60 lambda divided by 4 lambda square. 60 lambda square divided by 4 lambda square. So you will get the 15. So consider, now consider this is the relative area is the 15. Relative area is the 15. Now we have to find out standard square Cg capacitance. Okay, so capacitance of metal, let us consider this layer, it is in metal. This layer may be metal, this layer may be poly, this layer may be diffusion. Okay, so let us consider this layer, it is a metal layer. Capacitance of the metal to substrate is equal to relative area into relative capacitance from the table, it is in square Cg. Okay, now so for metal, so what will be the relative capacitance in 5 micrometer technology? Okay, C is equal to 15, that is the relative area, into relative capacitance from the table, it is 0.075. We'll see here, that is for metal 1 to substrate, so relative capacitance it is equal to 0.075, and that we have taken. Okay, so 15 into 0.075 is equal to 1.125 square Cg. Okay, so this is the capacitance of layer. Okay, so now how to calculate some area capacitance? Okay, calculate the capacitance value associated with the structure occupying more than one layer. So in previous diagram we have calculated the capacitance of the metal layer. So there will be metal layer, there will be poly layer, there will be transistor. So how to calculate the capacitance associated with the structure occupying more than one layer? Okay, let us assume that this technology is 5 micrometer technology, and we have to find out the total capacitance of this figure or total capacitance of this structure. Now this is the vertical lines, it is means metal layer, this is a poly layer, this is poly layer, this is contact between metal and poly, this is poly, and here it is a diffusion, it crosses a transistor, here when it crosses it forms a transistor. So this is a minimum feature size transistor. Now what is the capacitance? Now we have to calculate the capacitance of metal, calculate the capacitance of poly, calculate the capacitance of transistor, and then we have to add together to form the total capacitance. Okay, let us metal 1, area of metal 1 is equal to, that is 100 lambda into 3 lambda, that is equal to 300 lambda square. So therefore relative area is equal to 300 lambda square divided by minimum feature size, that is equal to 4 lambda square, 2 lambda into 2 lambda. So therefore it is equal to, relative area is equal to 75. So metal capacitance Cm is equal to relative area into relative capacitance in square Cg. Now so we have seen that is what is the relative area, that is equal to relative capacitance is equal to 0.075 square Cg. Therefore 75 into 0.075 square Cg, it is equal to 5.625 square Cg. Okay, now how to find the poly? So poly layer, this is the capacitance between, there is a contact between poly and metal, and hence this capacitance will be under the poly area. This is the poly area. So this is poly area and this is poly. This is 2 lambda into this is 2 lambda, and this is 1 lambda, and this is 4 lambda by 4 lambda. It will come under poly. So therefore poly area is equal to 4 lambda into 4 lambda plus 2 lambda into 3 lambda, that is equal to 22 lambda square. So therefore relative poly area is equal to 22 lambda square divided by 4 lambda square, that is equal to 22 divided by 4. So poly capacitance Cp is equal to relative area into relative capacitance in square Cg. Now if we see the value of the relative capacitance of the poly in the table, you will get the 0.1 square Cg. Okay, so this is the relative capacitance of poly in 5 micrometer technology. So relative area is 22 divided by 4. So multiplication, you will get 0.055 square Cg, 0.055 square Cg. And then next, there is, you will get only one transistor capacitance, gate capacitance square Cg, that is there is only one square Cg capacitance, and hence it is a 1 square Cg capacitance. Therefore total capacitance is the C is equal to addition of all, that is capacitance of metal, capacitance of poly, and capacitance gate capacitance. So therefore 5.625 plus 0.55 plus 1, that is equal to 7.20 square Cg. Okay, 7.20 square Cg. Now what is the absolute value of the capacitance? Absolute value of the capacitance is equal to total capacitance into standard square Cg value for 5 micrometer technology. Okay, standard square Cg value in 5 micrometer technology. So we have already calculated standard square Cg value in 5 micrometer technology. So standard square Cg value, 1 square Cg value, it is equal to 0.01 picofarad. Okay, this is already we have calculated, and we have to place that value. So that is equal to, so total capacitance is equal to 7.20 square Cg into 0.01 picofarad is equal to 0.072 picofarad. This is the standard value capacitance. So in this way we can calculate the different capacitance. Now we will stop here for today's lecture. Okay, thank you.